Welcome back to our Express Winterruption special from Granville Island. This Winter Arts Festival is truly heating things up under the bridge. The Only Animal gives new meaning to the phrase hot jazz. And FireBelly, well, their name kind of says it all.
There's a fire under the bridge, but it's not the bad kind.
I think fire is always a bit of a theme for Winterruption in the sense of trying to bring warmth to the cold February month.
Audience members were entertained by Ariosa's high-flying moves, hot armwork by FireBelly, and a little musical delight by The Only Animal.
We're doing a short 5-minute fire show, and we'll be doing 2 pieces, fire sword act and a fire poi act.
On a particularly chilly night in the city, artists try to stay as warm as long as they can before going on stage.
How do I look? Ready?
I'm ready. I don't know how warm you look, though.
I'm warm right now.
We have an indoor space that we warm up in, so we just get all warm, make sure we're wearing enough clothes. We have layers on underneath our costumes for this one, so just making sure your body's warm between runs.
For The Only Animal, they not only have to warm up their bodies, but also their instruments. The Only Animal debuted their special instruments for the Cultural Olympiad in 2010.
We chose pieces that had a lot of percussive, that were good for brass, for the tuba and the trumpet, and a range of genres, something that had a strong rhythmic feel and different rhythms so they could use the fire as a counterpoint. I mean, it's always a visual surprise, but then to see how they choreograph the fire is part of the fun.
And of course, with this kind of show, it's always safety first.
We keep a perimeter clear of the audience so you can't get too close. You don't want to roast marshmallows.
In Vancouver, I'm Melanie Pineda for The Express.
FireBelly offers classes in fire performance and aerial dance. And a little fun fact for you, The Only Animal's flaming tuba and trumpet were made right here on Granville Island. And you can find out more about both groups at their websites. Now, that's one of the really cool things about this Winter Arts Festival, showcasing the idea that you don't need a traditional stage to perform. So up next on The Express, expect the unexpected as some of Vancouver's favorite dancers pop up in the most unusual of places.
An empty storefront isn't your usual backstage for a Bhangra performance, but the venue isn't exactly conventional either.
It's really fun. It's different from other sports activities, and it's like we get to interact with the crowd.
Like when we're in class and getting ready for this, it's different than what we usually do, so that's the good thing.
Shani Punjab Arts Club is here today as part of pop-up dances put on by New Works, where it's all about the unexpected. Whether it's popping and locking, or the high-flying dance of Ariosa.
Pop Dances is a program that we do during Winterruption here on Granville Island, and we program a lot of different dances that are in kind of places that you perhaps wouldn't expect in your normal wanderings on Granville Island. I think people are really, really delighted, and of course during the winter and these, dreary, icky, rainy days, it's kind of nice.
And this is the first year that Pop-Up Dances is featuring a youth dance group.
We are doing the practice a lot in our studios, and here we are getting a chance to show our talent, and our kids like getting the exposure here by doing the dance in front of public.
And the public seems to appreciate seeing dance where they'd least expect it.
It's totally new to me. This is a first-time experience, so I'm quite enamored by it.
People have concepts like, okay, dance can only be done in some auditorium or stage. This is an opportunity where people can see it everywhere. I mean, they're dancing here and some other places, so it is good.
And the obvious question, how does weather play into this?
it adds a certain ambience, sort of like it's going against the nature, and it's sort of in Granville Island, it works exceptionally well, I think.
I'm Erin Shaw on Granville Island for The Express.
Pop-up dances can, well, pop up at any time, not just during the Winterruption Festival. You can find out more at the website newworks.ca. You're watching our Express Winterruption special, and we've got some tastes and tunes from this festival up next. After the break, the piano rock of the Zolas.
So I picked albacore tuna because it's local, it's sustainable.
Healthy eats with Chef Rob Clark.
Feels like summer in the middle of winter.
The Express. This is your local voice.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by
hairstyling and color services for Shaw TV, provided by the Lounge Hair Studio, loungehairstudio.com.
Welcome back to our Express Winterruption special. It's cold outside, but we get a nice taste of spring here.
Spring and summer, yeah. Sustainable albacore tuna.
And a chance to promote the new menu at Nu.
Yeah, we're really pushing our Greek agenda, and it's all coming together, and it's so tasty. Greek food is so tasty.
And showcasing your new Greek food culinary skills then, hey?
It's a whole new world for me. I feel like an apprentice again. It's
really?
Fun. Yeah.
Oh, that must be a great experience.
It is.
Okay, then tell us why albacore tuna then, because that's, I guess, a big part of the point.
For the event at the island, it's about the health of our oceans today, so I picked albacore tuna because it's local, it's sustainable, it's a great dish to have any time of the year. So, and we need to eat more albacore and stay away from the more the red tunas and stuff that have a lot more pressure on them. So the key is to firm it up by either searing it or poaching it or putting it over an open flame or something to firm up the flesh. And now you'll get albacore in any decent restaurant in Vancouver because we all understand the qualities of it and can appreciate the buttery, rich, wonderful. I'm hungry now.
Me too. It sounds like I want a glass of Chardonnay to go with that. Okay, sounds good. And really, the only place though that you're going to get albacore tuna with homemade tzatziki though?
Oh, would be at Nu.
At Nu.
It's George's tzatziki. Mama George's tzatziki. Soon to be famous.
Really refreshing and feels like summer in the middle of winter. Yeah.
Now remember, you can try this albacore tuna dish on the new menu at Nu Restaurant. I had dinner there recently and it was absolutely delicious. You can also find out more about the OceanWise program at vanaqua.org. But right now on our Express Winterruption special, we're going back to the music. And how's this for a description? It's like Justin Timberlake meets the Beatles, or maybe Coldplay meets the Clash. Or we can forget descriptions and just have a listen to the Zolas.
I dreamt about you the other night.
The Zolas are a group of 4 local musicians who've been playing together for years, developing a sound and a look unique to them.
I think we play kind of weird piano rock. That's usually what I say, and then people say that doesn't mean anything to me, and then I say, here, I'll just give you my album.
Members of the Zolas, shown here in the video for their song No Talking.
We're all over 6 feet tall. There's me and there's Tom, who's the blonde sort of Polish guy. Henry is the tall ginger-haired fellow, and he plays bass. And the 4th guy is AJ, and he's our drummer.
Zachary says that although touring is a lot of fun, there are drawbacks to the musician lifestyle.
seems like anything that you do enough feels like work after a while, and what makes it not feel like work is the reason why we still do it. And that's just like the times when you do something as a group that surprises you and that you wouldn't do individually. It's when things happen that I wasn't expecting and that I might not even have liked at the beginning, that is why you stay in a band.
I knew you well. Now I can't sleep, I can't say no.
And with their recent successes and busy performance schedule, the Zolas plan to keep playing together for a lot longer. In Vancouver, I'm Kendall Harris for The Express.
To hear more music from the Zolas, you can check out their MySpace site. And for more arts and culture from around Granville Island, we've got today's Express Spotlight. Vancouver Theatre Sports League puts on an improvised Broadway-style musical every Wednesday here on the island. The ceramic department at Emily Carr University hosts a ceramic auction gala that provides an opportunity for students to raise funds for future educational experiences. The Arts Club presents Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? This modern classic is cruelly funny and absolutely compelling. Art, acrobatics, food, kids fun, music, and dance. That's it for today's Express from the 6th Annual Winterruption Festival. I'm Johanna Ward, and on behalf of all of us on the show, thanks so much for watching. We're going to leave you with more music, a little Deborah Jean and the Means, and we'll see you next time.
If you can't say